Improvising, jazz piano, part 1, blues for Jude. The main part of this, the first part of this, is what we call the head. So I simply play the tune. Now, if you want the music to that, then I will post a photo of it. You'll find it, Loop It to Music on Facebook. Now, this is all about improvising, this tutorial. So, I need to talk about the techniques I used and the reason I used them. First of all, my left hand, I kept the left hand the same as the written part. This is what we call a barrel house left hand, or a boogie left hand. So I kept that going. The main reason for doing that is because it keeps the pulse for you. It's quite important to know how long the bars are. It's very easy to get lost when you first start improvising and lose track of the pulse, and it all goes hideously wrong. So if your left hand's doing it for you, it makes it a lot easier. The note pulls that I'm using are extremely simple and small. Keep it simple to start with. Try to predict the sound of the note before you play it. So I start with just using these 3 notes. Things like that. It's quite easy to predict the sound of what you're going to hear if you only use a small amount of notes. Now later on, when I get to bar 5, because this harmony moves to C, mixolydian, I put a B flat in there. It provides a bit of interest as well. I go back to G. Later on though, bar 9, I've got a D power chord in the left hand, so I'm using a D minor 7. I'm thinking vertically, in other words, what we call vertical improvisation. I'm thinking about the harmony more than the scale. Most of the time I'm thinking about the scale in this, but sometimes it's a good idea to think about the harmony. It provides a bit more interest. So I'm using notes from a D minor 7 chord here to a C7 chords for those triplets. Why play triplets like that? Because to start with, it's going to keep us in time as well, have a better idea of where we are. It'll make a lot more sense. The third part of the piece is the embellishment section. So I return to the head, but I changed things around. What I used is I used a lot of offbeat power chords, and so the tunes go like this. That kind of technique to make it, again, to give it a bit more interest. What else is there to point out? The power chords at the start, these are your chords in the left hand. Basically starts with these chords. But what I did second time round was to stop my hands getting in each other's way. I used inversions. So instead of going to C and G here, I go G at the bottom, C at the top. Similar thing with the A chord as well. Instead of being D at the bottom and A at the top, I go A at the bottom and D at the top. Works perfectly okay. I think that's all we need to know really. The most important thing, I would say, is to have fun.